All right, microphone. So we're going to go and do some pranayama. I got to get my camera sorted out because I'm going to do it on the floor. And we're just going to keep it real easy for you guys because it's your birthday and it's all probably going to be really weird, okay, for you. We've got pranayama teacher. I'm going to close the cupboard. And the point is to get into the alpha state. The alpha state is like a slower brain waves where your subconscious operates. So hypnosis is the pranayama teacher. A hypnosis hypnotic state, where you can do suggestions and learn a whole bunch of things. But ultimately, the alpha state is just like super chilling, relaxing. You feel so good afterwards, right? We're going to do some weird breathing. It's called pranayama. We're going to do some weird exercises. They're all pretty easy. Mum, they're great for you with, lung issues. If some of them are a bit extensive, I might try and do some in a chair because I know you're not really a floor person. We're going to do not much floor stuff. Meta's Danish, so she has a slight accent, but it's pretty good. Meta doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to try and do some of these exercises in a chair. See how we go. And that's the day. I don't want to mansplain it. And we're back on. So Meta's going to lead it. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and she's going to put this on here. It's all brand new to her, completely unannounced to her yesterday during pranayama. So we're going to go because otherwise it's going to take forever, this video. I have to keep straight spine, so we're going to do that still. So we're going to start off with some just loosening exercises, not on the floor.
And this for me later. Are we recording now?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Welcome to pranayama session. Let's start with some movement. Just jumping on the toes, shaking arms and legs. Shake the pelvis. Shoulders loose.
It's funny seeing yourself. I said I was going to close the cupboard.
Loosening the jaw, shoulders, pelvis, feet. And now stand in a squat position, wide-legged, the goddess pose. Goddess pose. Yeah. And try to get a straight spine, so tuck the tailbone a little bit, lengthening through the crown of your head. Feel the straight spine. And start moving the upper body, twisting it to the sides. Maybe looking back.
Thoracic,
with the eyes, the thoracic spine.
Oh, so good.
Yes. And now start to loosen up the movement a little bit, just swinging the arms side to side. And arms to the shoulders. And now just come to center.
So I can move over.
And just swing the arms up and down while you bounce a little bit in the feet. And now cross the arms, changing them one over the other.
Oh, sorry.
Now one arm at a time.
This is called elephant arms. We like this one.
Oh yeah, it's elephant arms. And now we're gonna do the elephant temple walk. So lift the arms, bend the knees, lift the arms and bend the knees, straighten the legs, up, down, up, down. Doing the walk to the temple.
This is how we walk to the temple.
Yes, it's uphill.
This is how we go to yoga school, like this.
Now pause at the bottom.
Whoop.
Take the arms with the hands to your chest and feel the straight spine again. Long through the crown of the head, feeling like something is drawing you up and pulling you down through the tailbone. And release and relax. Straighten the legs, shake a little bit.
We didn't do that. I really like that. Oh, that one. Oh.
Yeah, we
Like
did.
Double elephant. Oh, I used to do this one in football when I was a kid.
Okay, we can add that in then. You can do that. Then now add in whatever you want.
Yeah, loosen up. That's not pranayama. We're
No,
still in
this
beta
is
state, you
just
see? And what's going to happen,
warming
or
up.
what's going to happen, is that like at some point, you're going to move into a dreamy state just through basically 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. So it's called a 1, 2. So a 1 count, which could be 3,
I'll
4,
explain
5.
it.
You're going to
Okay,
explain
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I got to get in.
Explain it.
I got to mansplain. So what's going to happen now? Do I have to lower that? Do I have to lower the? I'll lower the camera.
Yeah, but
Right here. Oh, I hate editing, so I'm just going to press pause all the time.
yeah, good. Okay, the first warm-up exercise for the pranayama is an exercise called Nauli, where we will train the diaphragm muscle, which is the breathing muscle. So it's good to have that engaged before we start all the breathing. And what we will do is we will bend our knees like this and find your hands on the knees, maybe like this, or you can have them this way, whatever feels more supported for you. And find a really good supported position here. You can have the shoulders a little bit shrugged, or you can have them down. Find where you feel more relaxed and supported. Now we want a straight spine.
I'll be the side poser.
You can do the sideways. We want a straight spine. So again, we try to draw the tailbone down, maybe tuck it in a little bit. And then you want to feel the length out through the crown, feel the straight spine, maybe tuck the chin in a little bit. And when you have this really firm and grounded position, your arms are strong and your arms are straight throughout the whole exercise, holding your body up. And for training the diaphragm here, we want to suck it up the rib cage, and we do that by starting with a soft exhale. So emptying the stomach and lungs for air, and then we hold the breath and try to relax the tummy while we hold the breath. So relax the abdominal muscles, making it really big, just hanging there. And then you just breathe in. That's the first training exercise before we start moving the diaphragm. It's really important we have the relaxed stomach. So let's try again.
So like just let it hang out.
Yes, it's really important to try to feel, while you're holding your breath, can your stomach just hang and be relaxed? Maybe you can take your hand just to feel. We try again, just the trainer. Breathe out. Hold the breath. Try and feel your relaxed and soft stomach. And then breathe in.
It's all the breath out, right? Oxygen starvation. All out. Is that right or not?
You don't have to push all air out, just normal exhale, yes. Let's try to add the diaphragm training, the diaphragm suction. So we do the same, we start with an exhale, just a normal exhale out. Emptying the lungs. Relax the tummy. Hold the breath and maybe take the hand to your nose. And now suck the navel to the spine. Sucking the diaphragm up the rib cage. Feel the 360 degrees of the rib cage expanding while you do this suction. Feeling like you're drawing the navel up the spine, in and up. And when you need to breathe, you just breathe in.
It's intense, man.
It's intense.
We thought we'd skip this, but I said, no, do it.
It can be a little bit tricky to get the feeling. So it's really the navel that is leading. So navel into the spine and then try to pull it up, creating this negative pressure in the abdomen. Still want to be relaxed in the upper abdomen. So it's mainly the navel that's doing the work.
But it's a feeling of like a suction of the diaphragm. It's like a kind of feeling, right?
Yes, maybe you can feel that it's like you want to inhale while you're holding the breath. Let's try one more time. Exhale. Hold the breath, relax the tummy. Suck the navel in, up. Feel the diaphragm. And inhale when you're ready. Fantastic.
Only lasts like 2 seconds. Never lasts like 2 minutes.
Yes, and then you want to train holding that suction as long as possible. And it really trains the diaphragm. It's a really good exercise to strengthen the diaphragm, which is our main breathing muscle. But it also massages the intestines because of the negative pressure. So it's really good for the inner organs as well.
One more. Come on.
Okay, one more. One last time. Exhale. Hold the breath. Relax the tummy. Suck the navel to the spine and up. Drawing the diaphragm up in the rib cage. Maybe you also feel a little bit of a suction in the throat. That's normal. That's actually a sign that you're getting it right. And inhale.
So it's like this, and oxygen starvation and carbon dioxide up. It's so good. But it takes a long time to get used to. Like, you can do like 1 second. The diaphragm's got to be a good thing.
Yes, someone gets this exercise immediately, completely feels the suction and how it is, and then just go for it. If you find it you get a little bit stuck and you're really tense in the upper body, then just do the trainer, where you just relax the tummy.
Bring the belly out.
Yes, that is still a really good train.
Up. It's been great to have a relationship with my diaphragm. It's like we're new friends.
Yeah.
It's a new thing.
It's a good thing to be friends with your diaphragm. So
that's prep.
Next
prep
one.
one.
Prep
we're
one.
going to skip that one.
Prep
and now,
two.
Mo, we've got the chairs out because you're not a
Yes.
floor person, right?
Well.
So we've never done it on chairs before.
So it's just important to have a really comfortable seat. That's mainly it. It can be on a table, on a chair, on the floor, wherever, as long as you can keep a straight spine. So no couch, for example.
No couch. And no slouching. I got told no slouching.
So you want to find a comfortable seat.
So
You want to find a
we're
straight
still
spine.
in beta state, right? So we're not in alpha yet. It'll come in like 3 exercises.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You know that.
Right, yeah, all right, for sure.
Good, okay. So find a straight spine. Again, you want to feel that your tailbone is rooting. Feel the sit bones on the chair or on the floor. And now feel how the spine and vertebrae just stack upon each other, and you feel someone is drawing a string up your head. Maybe tuck the chin in a little bit. And now we have the starting position for the breath work. We want to keep this straight spine through all exercises as much as possible. And the first one is one of the more difficult, actually. So we're starting out pretty hard with the first one we did now. And now the next one is where we want to create the opposite as what we just did. So we want to create a positive pressure in the stomach. And again, we have to engage the navel. So we start with an exhale, like we did before. And again, we want to relax the tummy. And then we want to draw the navel to the spine while we hold the breath. You can take a hand to your nose to help you hold the breath throughout the exercise. And then we expand, push the navel out while you hold the breath. Feel like your tummy is like a flower, or maybe a fern sprouting out. And then you draw the navel back. You expand again, pushing, creating this positive pressure while holding the breath. Drawing the tummy or the navel, pushing, and you might feel that your stomach, like mine now, starts making some noise. It's perfectly normal.
It's pretty noisy over there.
Yeah. And you just do that like 5 times, and then you just relax and breathe in. So let's do one more. Exhale, straight spine. Relax the tummy. Draw the navel, hold the breath. Expand. Draw the navel in. Expand. Push your navel out. Draw. Expand. Draw. Expand. Just breathe in whenever you feel like it. You can start with maybe 1, start with 2 repetitions, or maybe up to 5, and see how that goes. But always just, if you really need to breathe, just breathe.
It's like fat belly, right? That we all love doing. Holding the breath. We'll do another one in a minute that's like opposite. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, if you're on the floor, sit on your knees. Can you see me on the floor? No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, I can go down though, right?
Okay, the next one is the lion's breath.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so if you're on the floor, sit on your knees like this. And then twist one ankle over the other. And you sit like this.
Yes.
And then just like we did in the beginning with the diaphragm suction, we will have really strong arms here on the knees. Finding that straight spine. Long through the crown, rooting through the tailbone. And in this position, we will make a really, really strong breath out. Just like a lion.
With the tongue, so fun.
So you inhale and then you exhale strongly through the mouth, opening the mouth, sticking your tongue out and looking straight forward and up.
Through the third eye, right?
So you gaze through, your third eye, if you're familiar with that. So just going to do a couple of those. Strong arms. Inhale. And exhale. Emptying the lungs, all the breath out. One more.
Often do this and you can just like get shit out, right? Like, ah!
Yes.
So good.
So we are releasing the jaw, releasing the tongue. And the next one is also for the tongue. So if you're sitting, tuck your toes like this and see if you can sit on your toes. And then we want to stretch the tongue. So we take the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And then we make a suction, like we suck the tongue back to the throat, keeping it on the roof of the floor. So we're creating a little
tongue locks.
Cradle with the tongue
Yeah.
at the roof of the mouth. And you open the mouth while you do it. So we really get this nice stretch of the back of the tongue and the back of the throat and the jaw. Creating this suction and holding it for 5 or 10 counts, or as long as you can.
What's amazing is like that you can feel the soft palate, the roof of your mouth sort of fold in half like this, and then the tongue fits in there.
Yeah, so the tip of the tongue behind the teeth, it's like the tongue just follow the teeth, and you make this little hole, little suction. And really open the mouth to really get a good stretch of the jaw. Let's just do one more.
So it's like making it, when you get into it, you can make it last like 10 seconds before it sort of slides, and then the suction, and then it pops. That's it. So fun.
So I hope you get it. Otherwise, just opening the mouth and stretching the tongue is really what we want for the prepping for the pranayamas. And the next one, we want to, again, concentrate on this area. So it's the occiput, where the skull meets the spine. We want to get that a little massage and some movement. So maybe you can take your hands just to feel that place, right where the skull meets the spine on the neck, just to create some awareness of where we are working. And from that center point, and then the line behind the skull towards the ears, this is where we want to create some movement, some quiet movement, to open up the breathing channel a bit more. So if you're sitting, you can just sit cross-legged or on your knees, or again, just however you find it more comfortable, as long as you have the straight spine. And what we will do, we'll do the Brahma Mudra. So we are turning our heads to the right. And when the head stops, naturally, you don't have to force it back, just whenever it stops, your eyes continue looking back. And then you do the same to the right. Eyes continue. And when you're back in center, your eyes stays focused forward while you move your head back. And then you move your head down. So we move the neck in all 4 directions. And that is one round of the Brahma Mudra. And really try to, while you do it, feel that awareness of the area we just touched.
So it's like, it's all in the eyes, it's so much fun, like, and then, just keep going. You can sort of feel it in the back of your head, kind of, the eye muscles. It's crazy, I love it. Hold on.
So one round.
Action.
Action. Great. So let's do one Brahma Mudra. And I do 2 rounds together. And as a rule, we want the round to last 1 minute. So it's a really slow movement. I try to count to like 7 or 8 while I turn, 7 or 8 back, and then it kind of gives you 1 minute. So starting with the straight spine, look down with the gaze down, and look to the left. The eyes follow. Turn the head to center and to the right. Feel how you're slowly unlocking and moving the occiput. Let's do one more round, just in our own pace.
I just love that it's that you don't force the neck. You go around, but you sort of force the eyes a little bit, push a little bit with the eyes to go around and like try and see behind you like an owl. That, yeah. It's actually the occiput, but I love it when she says octoput, like octopus. It's a Danish thing, it's so nice. So do heaps of that. You just do it like on the plane, maybe not while you're driving, Mum. You know?
Yes, it's a really nice exercise.
Anywhere, right? Just stretches.
Yeah. It's a really important area. It's the top of the central nervous system, where the brain is connected to the body. So it's great to have a free flow there. Good. Just sit for a few breaths, just normal breathing, and feel how we have worked on this area, the jaw, the back of the mouth, the back of the tongue, the back of the occiput. How that must feel a little bit more free and more open maybe. Now we have opened up this part. We're going to train the lower part of the body, the lower abdomen a little bit. So it's a little bit similar to the one we did after the standing exercises, the one with the pushing out the belly.
What's it called?
It's called Kapalabhati.
Kapalabhati!
Your favorite?
So good, it's fire.
Yes. So what we will do is we will again work with the navel, drawing to the spine. So we're going to find this pumping sensation of drawing the navel to the spine while relaxing, drawing and then relaxing, drawing and then relaxing. So there's no push, but it's only the push in.
Pull.
No, yeah, it's a pull in, no pushing out. I'll just try to explain it step by step. So we start with an exhale, just a soft exhale. And again, relax the tummy while you hold the breath. And in this exercise, we will also have free breathing, so no holding of the breath. So when you have relaxed the tummy, we sip in a little bit of air through the nose, and then we draw the navel to the spine. Relax. Pump the navel to the spine. Relax. Pump the navel to the spine and relax. And just whenever you feel it gets too much, you just slowly relaxes and then you breathe in. And just start over. Try to do like 5 or 10 pumps. So breathe out. Relax the tummy, sip in some air, and pump. Whenever you're finished, just breathe in. And you just continue with one more cycle. It can be just maybe 1 or 2 pumps.
I do lots. It's a lot of
what is important here to focus on is to relax the belly after you pull, after you pump, because otherwise you will get really exhausted if you want to do many pumps. So it's really key that you relax the belly in between. What is not important is the speed. So you can do it as slowly as you want. The most important thing is we get a really good pull, training the lower abdomen, and then we relax again. So it's those two opposites, the hard pull and relaxation. It's not the speed. And when you do the final pull of the navel, you can make it a little bit longer, really pushing out the air before you take the breath in. So now just try a couple of rounds in your own pace. Start with the exhale, relax the tummy, draw in a little bit of air, and pump.
This one is with the breath, so it's pull, let go. So
Yeah,
one
just
breath per pump. The other one,
open
with the
breaths.
third, was just hold. So I sometimes forget that bit.
Yeah. Here you just have the open airways, letting the breath come in and out while you pump. We're not creating any pressure here. Here we're just strengthening our lower abdomen.
You know, like my feet are buzzing and my legs are buzzing and like just. Is it called fire breath? Kapalabhati? What does it mean?
Actually, I don't know. It's just called Kapalabhati.
It really creates.
Pumping breath, maybe. But what we are prepping here is actually, the lower abdomen, the strength in the lower abdomen, but also the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is also engaging when we breathe. When we breathe out, the pelvic floor engages. And we want to have a really strong pelvic floor to keep a really nice and strong breath in our lives. So Kapalabhati helps us training this and prepping for this. Let's just do one more round. And when you finish this round, just close the eyes and sit and feel the effects in the lower abdomen. So breathe out. Relax the tummy. Inhale. And pump. When you're done, breathe into the upper abdomen, the chest, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, breathe normally. You might feel a bit stronger in the lower abdomen, but try and you can feel light and open still in the chest.
So it's just really that simple, right? Just do a little thing and then just feel it. It's like, whoa, yeah, that was good. Who knew it was so easy?
Yes, between all the exercises, you want to just sit for a few breaths and just tune into how the exercise had the effect on the body. The next one is the final preparation, where we will balance the breath, balance the nostrils, balance the sinuses, and warm them up a little bit, creating a more free-flowing channel again. So we really have the body prepped for the actual pranayama exercises.
I haven't even started pranayama yet. We've been here for hours.
Yeah. It's part of the pranayama to prep. So.
This one's with the we'll
Yes.
get a bit closer so you can see.
Yeah. So here you want to have, of course,
It's so cool. It's so cool.
free nostrils. So maybe you are blocked in one of them, but just try to do it as much as possible. But if you're really blocked, then this is not possible. You'll just skip it. Otherwise, you can just do as much as you can on each side. So we're going to use our hand to hold the nostrils. So you will take what's the middle finger and I think it's the index finger. Here's the language thing. And bend them. And you want to keep these two together, which is really difficult for me. Doesn't matter. Just bend the middle and the index. And then you hold.
Doesn't really matter which fingers. Does it?
I don't know. I do it like this. It's nice to have it's easy to change.
Yeah.
So the ring finger and the thumb is the ones going to hold your nostrils. So they'll take the thumb on one and the ring finger on the other. So we're going to change the breath in one nostril and out the other. So for example, we breathe in the left, and then we breathe out the right, and then we change, breathe in the right, breathe out the left. And while we do this changing of the nostrils, we will make a special kind of breath, which is a little bit more active to keep us engaged. So it's called the regulated breath. So we try to breathe a little bit more regulated than we normally do. And we do it like we can just do one, just to do it before with the nostrils, just to train it. So you exhale. And when you come to the end of your exhale, feel that your pelvic floor is engaging. And then keep that engagement, controlling that a little bit, and holding the pelvic floor a little bit turned on and engaged. While you will breathe in, try to breathe into the upper abdomen and the side ribs, get a really good wide breath, and then finally in the chest. So it's kind of you fill up the breath from below, upper abdomen, side ribs, chest. So it's like you're filling the rib cage as a balloon while you're still holding the pelvic floor. And then you breathe out and just repeat. Firm pelvic floor, inhale, upper abdomen, side ribs, chest. Pause, exhale, empty rib cage. Engage the pelvic floor at the end of the exhale, and then you inhale again. Upper abdomen, side ribs, chest, and exhale. Firm pelvic floor. So we inhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we double the exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Firm pelvic floor. Inhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firm pelvic floor. And we continue this breath while we take our hand, right or left, whatever is your leading hand. Take it to the nostrils. Hold the right and start breathing in the left. So exhale. Firm pelvic floor. Inhale for 3. And change the nostrils. Exhale out of the right for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firm pelvic floor. Change the nostril. Breathe in the left for 3, 1, 2, 3. And change. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firm pelvic floor and continue just in your own pace.
So this point of the 1, 2, 3, 6 or 4, 8 or 5, 10 counts is where it can start just becoming, start slowing the brain waves down. Still not actually a pranayama yet. The pelvic floor thing is a bonus. So if you skip all the other ones and just started doing that breathing pattern, puts your body in rest and digest into the parasympathetic. It's just such a great feeling. It's a natural feeling. It's the sleep feeling. If you get really deep, you go to theta mode, but we're not chasing that. Just alpha mode. That's when the visions and the pictures come in. Brain calms down. That's what I like.
Exhales generally affects the parasympathetic nervous system. So exhale is naturally relaxing. Inhale is naturally engaging. So if you lengthen the exhale, you will be more relaxed.
Makes sense.
Just do one final round.
I also watched this video, this thing around the left nostril, which I think in pranayama is the moon or the sun.
Left is the sun and right is the moon.
And in this more physiological thing I read, which was if your left nostril is blocked, more parasympathetic, and right is more sympathetic. So you can tell whether you're in alpha or beta just by doing this. Where's more air coming from, this side or this side? So cool, right? So simple. Stuff you don't learn in school.
So now we're ready for the pranayama. And the first one is the sun breathing, Surya breathing. And it's again with the nostrils. So we're going to do almost the same as we just did. Now we're just only breathing in the left and out the right. So it's more like a circular, it's not changing. So in the left, out the right.
Hold.
In the left, out the right.
Hold.
Yeah, we can do the retention.
The retention?
Yeah.
So like 3, 3, 6.
Yes. So now we're going to add on the retention part where we hold the breath for a while. So we will still use the regulated breath. We'll breathe in for 3, and then we will hold the breath for 3, and then we will exhale for 6. So what we will do is we will start again with the exhale, which we always do. And then you breathe in the left nostril for 3. Close the nostrils. Close the chin in to hold the prana. Hold the breath in, lock the chest for 3. And then you look up really quietly. And then you hold the left nostril and breathe out the right for 6. At the end of the exhale, the firm pelvic floor. Inhale through the left. Hold. And exhale. Inhale the left. Hold. And exhale. Let's do 4 rounds of these, just in our own pace. Just do one final round. When you finish the round, you're on. Just again, sit, breathe normally. Find the straight spine, relax the jaw, relax the forehead, soft eyes. Close your eyes or gaze down. And feel the sinuses and feel the nostrils. Are they more free now? Is one of the nostrils more blocked than the other? Maybe they're just both free.
Now as I start feeling very in my body, very relaxed. It's a little bit disturbed today because we're making this video. Yay! It slows down, just like,
So the sun breath is supposed to give us some energy and really open up the breathing channel and just give us a lot of oxygen, freeing the so-called nadis in the nostrils, the energetic lines, channels. And the next pranayama is the cooling breath. It's the ice breath. And here we're going to breathe in our mouth. And we're going to breathe in through the tongue, if you can. So if you can curl your tongue like this, do that and breathe through that. Otherwise, if you can't, like you, breathe through the teeth. You want to feel this really cooling sensation when you breathe in. So you feel the air being cooled down a little bit. And we continue with the regulated breath, breathing in via the mouth for 3. And then you hold the nose, look down for 3. You look up and you exhale through the nose for 6. Continue the cycle, firm pelvic floor, inhale through the mouth. Hold. And exhale 6.
A double. It's 1, 2. 1, 1, 2.
It's 1, 1, 2, yeah. So let's start the first one with a soft exhale. Breathe in the mouth. Hold for 3. And exhale 6. Firm pelvic floor, inhale. And hold. And exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just continue in your own pace.
So now the feeling for me is very wavy, very in the body. This is where the subconscious exists, in this slower parasympathetic state. So it's a great place for meditation, auto-suggestion, visualization and affirmation. This is where I'm setting up my future dreams and visions when I get to this state. I visualize the picture. That's how you reprogram the subconscious. This is the trick of hypnosis. And all this fancy Indian pranayama technology is one way to get in to this extended out breath, as you heard Metta say. It just gets you into that state, and then you can use that state. And it's also very relaxing. Because it's rest and digest, often the first thing I want to do is go to the toilet. When I get into the state, it's like, oh, now I'm digesting. Oh, the body's out of the mental fight and flight sympathetic nervous system, which people like me spend far too much time in.
Let's do one last round. Hold. And when you finish your last round, again, close your eyes or gaze down and feel the effects of the breath, the cooling sensation in your mouth maybe. Maybe your tongue is feeling colder, the front of your teeth, the lips, maybe even in the back of the throat. Maybe a little dryness on the tongue, if you use that. And the next pranayama is Again, countering this cold and dry breath. So we want to find a more warming, hydrating, moisturizing breath. It's the ocean breath, the Ujjayi. So if you've never tried it before, what Ujjayi is, we want to engage the vocal cords a little bit, like a little tightness in the throat, to create a sound of the ocean when we breathe. And a way to try to find this breath is to imagine that you want to, I don't know the word, fog the mirror. Yeah, fog the mirror.
Fog your glasses.
So try that, breathe in. And breathe out like you would fog the mirror. And while you do that, you're engaging the vocal cords a little bit, tightening the throat. And you want to just repeat that, but with your mouth shut. So try to breathe in and shut the mouth and fog the mirror. And try and hold that engagement in the vocal cords when you inhale. Exhale.
Is this 1133 or 36? I'm so lost.
Now we're just finding the Ujjayi breath. So when you have found that feeling of engaging the vocal cords, that's the breath we will use. We still use the regulated breath, engaging the pelvic floor on the end of the exhale, and inhale for 3 and exhale for 6. And we can add a little bit control of the nostrils on this as well. So while holding this ocean breath, this Ujjayi breath, you breathe in for 3, and then you hold your right nostril, so you breathe out of the left for 6. Release the nostrils, breathe in both, and you exhale for 6. I'm going to do that while we use the ocean breath, and we're not going to make any retention. So just breathe in and breathe out. So let's start with an exhale, and inhale with the ocean breath, 3. Hold the right nostril, exhale for 6. Just continue in your own pace. For 4 more rounds. One last round.
So I'm like in a dream state now. I've got pictures coming and forming and unforming and waving. I'm super in my body. Time starts getting a bit lost. You know, the rational brain is sort of a bit gone, and there's this kind of very alert but very relaxed state.
When you have finished the last breath, just sit again for a few normal breaths. Release the ocean breath. Just breathe softly through the nose. And feel how this maybe have given some warmth to the throat. Maybe you felt like you breathed a little bit deeper, really filling up the lungs. And then the final pranayama exercise is my favorite. It's the Brahmari. It's the humming breath. So we will breathe.
So I told you to do this in the
sound.
shower. Yeah, he's a shower hummer.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
Humming is such a good thing for this part of
Tell them
the
about the
throat.
pineal gland.
Yes, I will. So what we want to do, we want to make a sound when we breathe out. Again, we just still use the regulated breath. So we breathe in for 3 via the nose. And then we breathe out for 6 via the nose, close the mouth, and then make a sound, humming sound. And we want to direct the humming sound to the back of the throat, so the roof of the mouth. Try not to hum with the lips, but try see if you can direct the humming to the back of the throat and the roof of the mouth, the floor of the brain, because we want to